Hi, this is Philip again, and in this video we are going to continue adding another filter type on your collection page. Let's try to do a recap on what we done so far in our last video. So we added this filter availability as what we see here. There's an in stock and there are also out of stock and both of that availability. Now we are going to work on the price. So what we have to accomplish should be the same on what I've done on my other project. Like you're gonna look at here, the pricing. So what we need to do here is to create a range input element, both of the minimum and the maximum. So we're gonna try what exactly this query product price description. And I saw there is a limitation. Uh, I think there are things that it is not supported to this filter. Like for example, if you are going to pass a multiple rates, so it means that this is not possible. Like as an example, in line 3, line 4. So this thing don't you don't need to mix it up, and it will only accept the first condition. So that's the thing. And the other thing, I think we can combine different filters. Like here, you can try to look at on this resource and whatever things that you can find that is useful, then you can try to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and open to our BS Code. So let's gonna look at what we done last time. And earlier, there is an update on the Shopify Hydrogen. So what you're gonna do if there is an update, it will prompt you in your terminal as what I saw earlier, like this one. So there are few important things released and some fixes like the patch changes and everything that in place on this update. And if you want to update the npm hydrogen, then you can just easily npm update at Shopify slash hydrogen. Then it will let you download the latest patch of these plugins. But in some way, might be there are plugins that might be removed during this update. Then what you need to do is to uh, reinstall it again. If that things will happen to you, then you need to reinstall all of those plugins that you previously added to your hydrogen apps. Okay, now let's go back to the element a collection filter. So what we need to do here, we're going to add uh, input. So let's try to add input. Then the type will be rage. Okay, so let's try to look at the rage HTML tag. Input rage into HTML. We will try to look at if this tag are supported um, majority of the browser. So I think it is alright. It is supported for Chrome, Edge. I think nobody's using the Internet Explorer anymore. Firefox, and mostly all of the devices are now updated to the latest browser. So we're gonna use this. I will just copy this one so it must more easier. So I will paste it here. Alright, now I will call this minimum. Let me see. Um, minimum main input range, and here the ID will be the same. Main input range, and then here I will label it with a minimum as the same as what I've done on my other project. Let's see here. Oh, this is not the one. It should be here. Minimum between 0 to 2000. Okay. Minimum between 0 to 2000. And then the name is the same on the ID. Main input range. Then will be maximum, I will say 2000. And if you notice here, it is being flagged. The GSX input uh, has no corresponding closing tag. So what you're gonna do here is to add slash at the last closing tag. Okay, so we're gonna add a value here. Initially, it requires us to add a value. Let me say 200, and then we are going to copy this one. We're going to copy this the same tag. We're gonna say max. Then here it's up to you. So you're gonna will do like 10,000 rage. Max input, then max input rage to value. We're gonna say 2000, and then here maximum of 10,000. We're gonna save and let's try to run if this is visible to our end. Okay, let's go back, refresh the site. Click filter, and now it is working. We're gonna try to drag down, and then I think it is not working. So this might be, there might be a error. What, it's wrong? What does it say? Okay, warning, invalid DOM property for dead. You mean HTML4? Okay, so we're gonna correct that. So in React, it it is no longer 4 is equal. So we're gonna use HTML. Is it capital? It's not. Gonna rename it HTML4, and here HTML4. Save. Go back. Let's try to drag. No. So it's not draggable. Let's refresh. Go back. There's an error. What does it say? Okay. Something's wrong with my internet. Sometimes it seems keep disconnected. Okay. So here we are asking to have a value prompt on change handler. So what we're gonna do here, we are going to do some tricks in change. So on change minimum, then as well as the maximum. Remove that maximum, go back here. So we're gonna add a handler for on change minimum. We're gonna use event from the selector. So we're gonna change the value instantly when there is changes on it. Value is equal to uh, event that target that value. Let's try if we are going to copy as well the for the maximum. We're gonna do that max save. Let's go here. I think it's everything is fine. Let's refresh that site. Okay, what is this error? On filter param callback cannot read on change is not defined. On change okay, sorry. On change max. No, I think this is okay. Change max. Okay, we're gonna add a step. I think step is required for React. I'm gonna say one step here. Let's refresh. Okay, what makes this issue? And got cannot read property of null. Where is it? Okay, so it is on. Hmm, because we don't have that. It is something here. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna use the price. We were going to add another handler. So probably we'll add here constant on what's that? Sort uh, filter filter price event console. Try to console what will be the element throwing to that handler. Let's console it again. Let's clear the console. Let's try. Okay, so I think there's no error anymore. Now what happened is we could not move this value because we need uh, a hook. So the hook is called the useState. So if you're not familiar with useState, it is a type of hook that you can initially assign a value and later if there are scenario that you can change it during the event, or I mean if you are going to attach this useState with event listener, then that's the time it will change that value. So what we're gonna do here, I will call the react I will call the react use state here. Okay, now excuse me. Now in use state, what we need to do here, I will going to assign the maximum and the minimum. So we're gonna try the minimum first. the constant, mm, say a minimum price range. Then, oh sorry, this is not the right one. We're gonna use the array, minimum uh, price range, then comma, then we will set price range is equal to useState, we say 200 for minimum. Okay, now we are going to copy this variable, goes to our element, so it will pass this value going to this minimum price as default. So we're going to do that here. Excuse me. Here, the minimum price. Okay, we're going to add the maximum as well. Okay, the maximum, we're going to use that maximum. If you're not familiar with the useState, you can try to have a little search about that, so you will know how exactly you're going to use this useState hook max. So you will put it 2000, and then in here in my element I will apply that value, maximum price rates. Save. We're gonna try if we can change it now. Oh, I think it will not. Let's try. So it's still not doing anything. So what we have to do, because we use the hook, then here we're gonna apply that hook variable. So it say we're gonna use the for change minimum price set minimum. Then we're gonna do here event target value. It's the same way what you need to do in your maximum set max event target that value. Save. Okay, let's refresh. Hopefully this time it will work. All right. So all right, so now it is working. So you see it, that how the use state will help us to increase and decrease the value each of the input. Now I will going to hide it initially, so it will not might. Okay, we're gonna put this into a container. It's not, it is not look like scattered in position. We're gonna add this into a container. Let's way uh, price range container. Paste this, remove that here, and then I will save, then go back. Let's see if this is already added. Okay, so I want them align align. Okay, so what I need to do, maybe probably I will use a display block here, so it will become okay. So price, I will use this class to define a CSS. Go back and we have our CSS here, custom. Then I will assign that input. I'm gonna do display block as well as the label. So what we're gonna do here, add a comma, then price, label, save. Go back here. Now it is pretty much looking good. Excuse me. Okay, sorry guys. Here, what we have right now is to display partially to this container as none. So it will not show up if it's not open yet. Okay, I will going to put this that way. Uh, display none. Go back. So initially it will not display. It should be the same like what we done in availability. So I want once I click it, then it should be click the price. Okay, so the price sort, it's something from here. Why it uses that? We don't need this data sort. What we have is to add another class. I will going to add collection uh, price container. Okay, then let's go back again. Okay, so it's here. Once I click this, if it's closer, then the children elements are there. So what I want this to be the primary toggle event added to that event listener. So here, what I'm gonna do is to look at that. So we're gonna event target closest. So we're gonna use closest. So whatever parent class name or HTML tag name or ID for your tag, HTML tag, you can use it as a closest parent. What, how long it goes up, you can easily call them using the closest. Then we're gonna have class, then add, and then here I'm gonna show click add. No, I don't like to use double quotation for classes like in JavaScript string, but mostly I used to have a double quotation in an HTML tags class name. Okay, save. Let's go back. All right. So now it's added this show. Is it toggle? No. I think I need to use toggle. Save. Okay, so it's toggle. It's added opposite in an opposite way. So let's go now to add a definition. Let's go back here. I want to copy this. And we're gonna put it here. So it could be a nested definition. Most of us we are used to have classes if you notice, I keep on using this uh, what you call this greater sign, because I want to be an is in a specific class. I don't want to affect other definition. So that's the reason I want to be certainly apply this definition to a certain element. So that's my purpose. So if you are working with the different people or other developers, then you will not bother them if something changes happens to their work, then it is not easily applies to what they have done because you used to have a definition that targeted to a certain element. So that's it. Let's go back here. I'm gonna copy that. Then here, what's we gonna do? Okay, I will going to take an opposite definition. I will add show. So this is the container where we're going to add the class show. Gonna save, go back, look at there. Alright, so it is working fine. Now I want to make this at a little bit to the right, so it should be aligned to the other one. Okay, copy this thing. It is on the show, but I will do that here. Let's go back and refresh, and then price. Okay. Okay, so if you notice what happened is that if I were going to drag this, then it will also close. So I don't want to do that because we need to set first both of this uh, minimum and maximum before you were going to close. So we're gonna add a button. So what we used to eliminate this issue, like if we're going to drag the maximum, it will also close. So what should we do now? What happened if we're going to click this? It is on this range. So if it's not closest, oh no. If it is not, I will add a class to the price. If it's not on the price, probably this is the element that I need to add inside on that. I will going to add last name. We will say filter filter price, like that. Let's go back, refresh, price. So if I were going to drag that, and then if this is the one that I'm clicking, then it should be the value will be the same on this class name. So it will not close that thing if this is not equal to that uh, value. So what should I do here? I will going to add a condition target, so closest to that class. If it's closest, then it will apply this toggle. If not, then it will not close that other elements. We're gonna try. So once if I will going to drag and down. Now it's working. And then what we need to do now is to add a button down to that minimum and maximum. Alright, so here this is the container, and we're going to add a button. Then type. I'm gonna say I don't want to do the submit. It's just a normal button. I'm gonna say apply. Save. Let's go back. Let's see, it's here. So I think we will add a little border to that. 1px solid black padding. 10px. Oh, that's too big. I will. Okay, 4. Maybe here 10. Okay. Display none. Oh, display black. Sorry. Okay, I think that's okay. We'll add a little margin so it will not be closer to the other minimum and maximum element. So here button, then we're gonna look at the custom. I will copy this one down to here. I will add button, then go back, copy this, save. Alright, so it seems it's worked. We're gonna add a little hover so it's a little more pleasant to appear. Well, then here, then here we're gonna maybe black, background black, then color white for the font. Okay. Look at back here. Alright, so it is working good. So I think we are ready now. So what's the next plan is to add this minimum and maximum goes to the parameter. So once it click, it will also refresh the site. Okay. Or if we're going to click this, it should be close. No, I think we don't need to do that. It should must be just in the price container. Okay, now so let's go back here. Let's apply that sort. Okay, we're gonna copy this again. Just copy that. Then in our click event, we're gonna add a handler function. Let's say on submit filter event like that. Set. We're gonna use price. Okay, so once the price it's true, I will do that here. I will going to call that true. Then here minimum, minimum, minimum. Then we will try to uh, temporarily add that. Then maximum, maximum. Let's see 2000. Then here there's no need to use this. Okay, I think this is also right. So I think I need to copy this one here. Okay, Now on submit filter handler, we're going to assign that in our button. So we're gonna click event, then on submit, submit filter, submit filter. All right, we're gonna look at that in the front end. Click price. If I will going to click this, then it should be assigned the value for the price. All right. So if you see here, we already successfully add those parameter. Now it should be the value are correspond to what we set on this element. So what we need to do here is that we are going to look at the exact ID. So what will be the setup? Okay, so what you need to do here is to use the event target, and then we know that the event button as the event submit button, it's under this container, the collection price. If you're going to inspect this here, this is the parent container, so we're gonna use that for our closest event here. Then we're gonna use a query selector to search that certain element, and I think what we need to do is to use this ID. We're gonna use string, then number sign as represent as ID. Then the same way on your maximum, we're gonna change it to max. And I think what we need to use that value here. Okay, value, save. Let's go back, refresh again, and open the price. If I were going to set this as like that, then it should be there. Then apply. If you see, now it is changing. Now what is the missing here? Because we doesn't know where it is placing uh, this rage. So what we have to do now, I want to add another element here down. P. We're gonna set this as minimum, the value. So in React, I think you might confuse that why we could been using this open bracket and close bracket, because this is represent as JavaScript opener, and this is how the compiler will interpret their codes over your components. So that's it. Then we're gonna hold this price here. Then I will also copy that down to the input. This should be a maximum price. Let's go back. Now you see it is now added. Sorry. If I'm going to drag, it will also change this way. But then what's the problem is, because we have this minimum and maximum parameter, but it is not reflected to our minimum and maximum value. So what we're gonna do, we are going to pass that value from our routes. We have these routes, and let's go back in the routes. Hmm, where is that now? Okay, the filter. Where is that filter? Is this the one? Oh, sorry, is this the product? We need the routes for collection handle server. Okay, here. Alright, so we do have added the filter where in this 116 line. Let's do that here. Check if it is under this function. Yes, it is under to that. Now we can easily identify. So what I have to do now is to assign a variable here. Okay. Down here, we're going to add another variable. So we are going to use the var, so because it is consistently change the value. So what we need to do, filter price minimum, a filter minimum price is equal to URL search param, then get that param. What is the param? If we are going to look at the minimum and max, okay. So if the price, I think we need also the price. I will do that here. Okay, later I will add that. So the here, then var filter max price is equal to URL search param get max filter max. Then here in our component for collection filter, it's here. Then I will going to add a prompt. So what we're gonna see here. Maybe I will do like main price. Main price is equal to bracket as a JavaScript. We're gonna call that price. What's that? Minimum price. Yes. Then here max price is equal to max price. Is that right? Let's go back. Oh, filter main price. It's not right. Filter main price. Capital. Hmm? Gonna copy this. Okay, I think it's alright. Go back. Filter max price. Now, we're going to call that in our component. So here we're going to open again a bracket uh, for the prompts. Then it should be the same name what you used to have in your uh, outside component. Then you need to do the same name. Go back to there, go like that, and maximum. Yes. Now we are going to apply this value goes to your useState. So it will pass that value down to here. And let's go to that like this. Okay, now if we're going back to our handle server, what if in some cases if there is no parameter available, then that's the problem. So I think we have to reassign this variable up. Okay, then initially we're going to add a numeric value like this. You're gonna see 4,000, 4,000, and then here the condition should be uh, if the price, okay, we're gonna do the price filter. I'm gonna say filter price is equal to false. By default it's false. Then in case if it's in true, then we are going to add this value to our filter main. We're gonna change that filter main and price. What do we have to do here? We will say if filter price is true, then assign this value because it's already triggered to our element on our collection filter. Save. Then here in our filter price, we are also wanted to trigger this. So URL if search param get price is true is equal to string because it is represent a string true. Then you say true. Then else it is false, so it will not flag. So here we don't do anything because it's already I think we have to remove the bar so it appear carried to this variable goes down here. Alright, I think that's it. Now what happened is in our let's go back to our filter product. We have this maximum and minimum, and this is a float value. And what we need to do here is to convert this value as a float value. Then we need to call the functions for parse float for JavaScript. Okay, then also here parse float like that. Save. Let's try if everything is working fine. Let's go back. Let's go to console if something's wrong. Price. Alright, so it's see here. You now see what we have on our parameter. It is going down because of what we pass this value in our uh, collection filter. That's it. Now what is lacking is I think we need to add another condition to our uh, use shop query. So we don't have that collection filter availability is here, but we don't have the price. Then now we need to copy the price. Let's copy this query and paste it down. Now I will going to change it to price, and then I think I don't need this for now because what I want is the minimum and maximum value. Alright, I think that's it. So we will going to remove this filter. Let's go back to our product, and what we have to do here is to add this condition. It's on the filter. If you are going back to the query availability filter, so we will replace that something like this. If we're gonna save, then we're going to assign that query up in here. So we don't have any condition for the filter price. Okay, so what we only need is the filter price is equal to false. Oh, sorry, to true. Then I think I can copy this one of this condition. Maybe I will put it down here like that. Then here I will change this to price. Even is it the same if you are going to specify that is true value or not, or you can just remove simply like that. It's up to you. So it make you more understandable, then we can just do it like that. And here in the price we're gonna do that like same here. So here what I need is the minimum variable. So I will add that variable here, then maximum as well. Save. And now let's go back to our query. I think there's no error flagging. So let's go back in our hydrogen apps, then price. If you see here, we have products from 4,500, 300. So it's in between on this amount and in this value. So we're gonna try to look at it if this is really functional. So I will use to have below 900 and apply. And we're gonna look at if it's reflecting. Oh, I think it is not yet reflected. So something wrong with our filter price, because I think we used to have this. Oh, okay. And the value is true. Price true. Look at back. Let's look at here. Filter price is equal to true. Then if it's equal to true, then should be pushed to this query. Filter availability. Oh, I think this is not. It is not. It is not looking to this condition. Let's go back. Let's gonna save. Okay, so what happened is, because there are available other condition like the availability. So what I need to do, I will remove this because it is there is a conflict. If you will know in JavaScript, it will read line by line. So the first condition was met to this filter availability. I think it's on the bot, because if you see here, it's equal to bot, so it is present before this condition. So that's happened that it keeps bouncing back to this query. Then what I need to do, I'm gonna remove that if this where is that price, if in the price, then I will going to remove this availability. So I will going to do that here. So if I will going to submit, then this should be removed. Oh, okay. No, I don't. We don't need to do here. Probably in a set. Okay, it should be here. So I will add user. Then here delete that parameter, so it will not conflicted to your other new condition. Then if in opposite way, we are going also to remove the price if we are going to select the availability. So let's go back in this set. Okay, we're going to remove the price, then other thing is the minimum, the other one is the maximum. Save. Let's go back here. So if I were going to click apply, then this availability should be not there. Let's try. Okay. So it's say it's no longer available, but we try to look at the pricing. Okay, the pricing are still the same. The minimum and the maximum. Let's go back again. Use filter price is equal to true. What I say here is that if price get is equal to true, then the value, the data collection filter, both is equal to both, else. So it goes to else statement, filter price. Okay, let's try to console what exactly the value added. Let's go back. Okay, that's okay. And we're going to click this, apply. Go back, filter. Look, okay, let's go back in our filter price. Maybe something is not right. Variant. Let's go back here. In our query, availability price, filter price, minimum 25, maximum true, filter price, else. So it's mean it is not, it was not flagged to that value, but it is assigning to this. Okay, let's try to close this, then run it again, because I think the query was not added onto that event. I am not sure. Maybe probably that I am right. Let's go back again here. Price is equal to true. 256. Gonna do that here. If increase to, it's the same. It's the same. It is the same products. If it's true, then if it's false, I don't think so. 118 and 76119. Okay, I will try to move this condition up. Maybe I will replace this here just to try if this is working like that. Save. Alright, so see, so it seems like if we're going to apply the availability, if we're still doing that, okay, I think it works. So if are we going to click the availability, is still doing good. And the price, I will only, okay, now if you see here, we're gonna apply that. Why is it no products found? Because we doesn't add the value yet on the price. Where is that price? We just set it like this. So what we're gonna do here is to we're gonna sort of filter what that variable I passed that variable, this one, copy. Okay, here, then this one is a float, so you must be in a specific data type. mm, Max, then float, filter max float, and here I will replace this with variable filter main price, and the other one is filter max price. Save. Okay, now let's go back. Let's try it again. Oh, okay, I think it is working now. If you see here, we set this minimum 900 and 746. So we're gonna try if it really works. Then move this to 200. Okay, there's only one product, and if we're going to increase that in 1000, now it is displaying those products. And if we're going to move it to 2000, then here 10,000. Yes, I think everything is working well. All right, I think we did it well, and I hope this video will help you work with your filter collection functionality. So if you want to implement a different uh, query, then you can do that. Just do the same way what we done on our collection page. And in the next video, I will going to apply discount. I mean, we can apply a discount functionality to our product, or I think if that is a more complex, like if we're going to add a bundle items on our homepage, then that is also good. But probably I will just introduce a basic functionality on our discount functions on our product. If you see here, I think what I've done on the other part of the collection, I already added this discount amount. But what I want soon, I will be adding a specific discount, like the time range where you can set on your in your store, like here in our discount management backend. You can set most of this select discount type, then it will appear on your product page. So we're gonna visit the product page. So I will going to add a discount functionality here, and it will goes to our checkout. And then I think probably I will add another style of the product page where you can use a swiper. So it more easier to us to understand what we are going to open to our product page. I think that's it, and I think hoping this video will help you a lot. Thank you and hope to see you again. Bye for now.